So another area in budgeting my wife and I kept very close tabs on when we were making our first million was our car insurance and homeowners insurance. And I recognize the fact that not everybody has homeowners insurance. Some people have renters insurance, but it works the same way. And one of the main things that we were able to find over the years was actually bundling. And I know people make fun of that because of some of the commercials out there and things, but honestly, we saved a ton of money on that. And it's really not complicated to do, but it's something you need to do every year to make sure that you're keeping up with it. Now, some of the things that I found to make it easier were to keep a copy of what's called the deck page, which is your first page typically, and it shows you what you're paying for, i.e., on your homeowner's policy. What is your limits, your liabilities? What is it covering? Same thing on your car. Do you have the state minimums? Do you have higher coverages and what have you? So you need to get copies of each of those. Let's say you have two cars and you've got a homeowner's policy. You're going to want to get all three. And what you can actually do is take those and send them to different insurance agents around with, State Farm, Allstate, or wherever you want to talk to, and have them give you quotes. Now, the key is to have them give you quotes for the exact same things that you currently have so that you're comparing apples to apples. What they'll try to do is not do that. They'll try to say, well, you should have this, you should have that. No, no, no. Make sure they quote you the exact same stuff that you have, so you're comparing apples to apples. And then once you know whether they can give you the same services that you currently have, cheaper or not, then you can listen to the other things they might say that you may or may not need. But make sure that they give you the actual apples to apples. And if they won't, walk away. You don't need to get a quote from them. The other thing to try to get to is actually pay it on an annual basis rather than monthly or quarterly. I know it's hard to do sometimes, but you want to lead up to that because you're paying extra if you're paying monthly rather than paying at a 6-month or a 1-year premium. The other thing to look at is your deductible. Again, the difference between a $500 deductible or $1,000 or $2,000 deductible might be several $100s a year. And again, the odds of you having a claim aren't great. So you might be better off doing a $1,000 deductible instead of $500 if it saves you $200 a year. I know some of these steps don't seem like they add up a lot, but again, if you're saving $200 or $300 on streaming services, $200 or $300 on gaming, $200 or $300 on your homeowners and car insurance, again, it all adds up. You're trying to find some money that you can invest and get working for you rather than it just going out the door. And also, don't let your personal bias get into this. Just because he's a buddy of yours that's an insurance agent doesn't mean you have to stay with him. Dickie out.